What is going on, sports freaks? Glad to be back. So we're going to cover a topic today that might sound a little, actually, kind of accurate. We're going to talk about why the Packers will and won't make the playoffs, and we're going to go from there. And guys, run with it. Give me your comments and everything, and we'll go from there. So, some reasons why the Packers won't make the playoffs. Number one, coaching. Coaching is gone stale in Green Bay. It just seems like blah. It's predictable. I mean, if you're watching a Packer game as a fan, you can call the game. You can say, hey, that's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Hey, this is classic Mike McCarthy play action. Going to run a high post, and Aaron Rodgers is going to scramble and he's going to get sacked or something stupid. But the play calling's gone stale. It seems original. It seems like this is almost a Packer version of Jason Kidd. Like, he's afraid of change in a way with Mike McCarthy. Like, he's afraid to do something. I mean, look at how long it took him to finally make Aaron Jones a premier back. And look at what happened when it finally did happen. 15 carries, 140 some odd yards, 2 touchdowns, and that's not even including all the receptions that he had on top of that. So Aaron Jones is a very shifty back. He makes the first guy miss a lot, and I think he's a lot more built than what people think, including the coaching staff. Because I think it was the running backs coach who said that they're worried that he's not a big enough back to take that many carries because he's going to get worn down. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but today you have to play to win the game, and right now the Packers are not playing to win the game. Either that or they're slow to the punch and they're missing the point. Number 2, special teams. Special teams is horrible. I mean, one, you got Ty Montgomery doing whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, what were you thinking? I mean, there's a reason why you're not on the team anymore. It's because you're making boneheaded decisions like that, regardless of what reasoning you gave. And like, oh, look at the ground. Oh, God, I'm not sure if I'm crossing the goal line. You were 2 yards deep in the end zone, dude. Come on. Constant fumbles, It just looks bad on special teams. I'm not sure how long Ron Zook is for this team, especially after just having a block punt the game before. So I don't know. I don't know. And the last thing that's going to stop us from making the playoffs is a stale offense from a team that had such high expectations to put up, possibly over 30 points a game, and you're just going super slow. You're scoring 17 points. You're scoring 20 points. You're not scoring until the second half. It's just blah. And Aaron Rodgers doesn't seem to be in it. He seems lackadaisical at some points. He just looks out of it. I'm not sure if that's just the way he is or if he has a swagger or a cockiness about him, but things just look slow in Green Bay right now. I mean, the only time we saw him start fast was against probably the worst defense in the NFL when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, and that's because they're terrible. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below, if I'm way off base or if I'm missing any points. Now let's get into the reason why the Packers will make the playoffs. Number 1, they've been there, done that. I mean, we have been saying to ourselves, this is a veteran club. They know we know what it takes to get to the playoffs, but it's what we do in the playoffs that really is the roadblock. And also, are the Packers almost too cocky to the point where they think they can sleepwalk into the playoffs? Because if that's the case, that's a mistake, and you need to wake up big time. You need to wake up because the NFL is changing. A lot of the powerhouses are changing. You're starting to see that with the LA Rams, Kansas City. You're starting to see some other teams fall off, or could see some teams fall off in the near future, like Pittsburgh if Ben Roethlisberger retires, some other teams. How long does Brady have? How long does Belichick have? Who knows? But there's definitely a power change happening in the NFL currently. And I'm a fan for it. I like seeing new teams do different things. I love seeing Jared Goff tear things up in LA. If only they could just fill the freaking stadium, that would be nice. I mean, it turned into Lambeau Field West, and that was kind of awesome. I'm not going to lie. But another reason that the Packers will win or make it to the playoffs is because Aaron Rodgers has the ability to flip on a switch. I'm not sure why that switch necessarily hasn't been flipped as of yet. But maybe it has happened in the last game against Miami, and that's going to, trend forward. I guess we'll see that tomorrow night against Seattle and see and how we do against a much better defense, and see if that running game can, keep doing what they did translate from last week to this week. So we'll see what happens there. And then, Aaron Rodgers just got to move the ball more. Sometimes you got to take the dump down. You don't always need to, throw the long ball or scramble out of the pocket necessarily. Just take the easy crossing pattern over the middle when it's, 1st and 10, second and 7 or whatever. Make it 3rd and short, make it 3rd and 2, make it 2nd and 5 or whatever. Who knows? You might get the ball into the hands of your playmakers. Let them do the work for you. You don't have to do it all yourself. I mean, there's countless times where I see, St. Brown over the middle, Scantling over the middle on a short pattern. The running back just sitting there calling for the ball when he can easily get 5 or 6 yards. Maybe even make a man miss and get a first down. You just don't know. Just put the ball into your playmakers' hands, and let them do the work. Let them work for you. Let them move the ball down the field. I mean, we've seen what the Packers can do inside the 20s. They can move the ball specifically well, and then they would always stall out. We saw a change last week where they actually put the ball in the end zone. I think they were 4 for 4 in red zone opportunities. So that was very impactful, very major in that game, and you hope to see that translate into weeks coming. The Packers need to just stay the course now. Do what got you the win. Run the ball consistently. Play solid defense. Believe it or not, the defense has been a lot better than it was last year. Mike Penn's done, to me, a great job. Jair Alexander, what an incredible draft pick that's turning out to be. Josh Jackson, he's there. He's playing solid reps. Tramon Williams back there in the secondary. He's been playing pretty solid. I like the overall scheme and the youngness, the youth of the secondary, and I really like the future of the secondary. Got to worry a little bit about that safety spot, and we'll figure that out later in linebackers. But the Packers can do this. They're 4-4-1. Bears are 6-3. The Vikings are 5-4-1. So the Packers are knocking on the door right there. There's nothing crazy that hasn't happened yet. The Bears haven't really played anybody tough in the schedule yet. They still have to play the Rams and the Patriots and kind of stuff like that, I believe. So there's still a lot of time left here, Packer fans. Don't give up on the team. I'm going to be sticking there with them. I'm projecting a win for this weekend, Seattle, something along the lines of 28-20. So we'll see if I can put my money where my mouth is. So let me know what I missed, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we'll go from there. I love talking sports. Let's root the Packers on. There's going to be more Bucks talk along the way because they are absolutely killing it at 10-3. So a lot of good things happening in Wisconsin. So until next time, see you.